Yo, yo, yo. When Conan was a little baby, his mom used to tell him these crazy things. You better get all those A's and stop beating off.
There's actually some truth to that, because I remember that movie 8 Mile when
She said I can't rap about ICP no more.
they said I couldn't rap in general anymore.
But I can't rap this all Immortal Technique all the time.
My mom would probably appreciate Immortal Technique. She fucking hated ICP.
Can look up and say, "What's up, Reverend?"
But yeah. I was like, remember in 8 Mile when his mom was like, "Stop it! You did this!"
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's great. Dude, we gotta rewatch. We'll watch that. We'll do a watch along of that fucking movie.
Yeah, we got it
at once. I fucking love Brittany Murphy. She died way too young. R.I.P. Man. She was fucking awesome. She was beautiful as hell.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that movie's like it's probably one of the best movies of the 2000s.
No, easily. No, he's up there.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You had Mikel Pfeiffer. You had fucking it was a great cast, dude.
Michael Shannon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Michael Shannon was.
Basinger.
Yeah. Kim Basinger was his mom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his mom used to freak out like my mom whenever I got a D in math. So,
or a B. But then he had an A in gym and an A in fucking,
Yeah, history. So who cares?
Yeah.
All right, it's 2:59. Today for the show, we are going to be looking at every Eminem album ranked from worst to best. This article was published on August 19th, 2014, right after the Death of Slim Shady drop.
2024 or 2015? You said
2024. Excuse me.
Yeah, you said what? I was like,
2015. That's a South by era. What's going on? All right, it's by Stephen Hill, and all right.
So just the 12 albums, right?
Just the 12 albums. So if we ranked stuff like the Re-Up and Shady XV and D12,
man, if you do Slaughterhouse,
Slim Shady EP,
Jesus, yeah.
Nah, yeah, we're gonna be
the EP and the LP are,
and we got other stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we do.
All right, number 12, Relapse, 2009.
They had Relapse last?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, that's starting off hot. Wow.
All right, here's what the article says.
Interesting.
Not all Eminem albums are good, but only one is deeply, truly this bad.
Really?
All
Relapse over, damn.
Although you could certainly argue that Sanders had slipped a notch of his previous two records, Relapse represented a remarkable drop-off for a man who was making some of the most vital music of his generation at the start of the decade. Open to 3 a.m. is a poor start, totally unmemorable, and with Marshall sounding like an SNL parody of himself in the chorus. It's a shockingly stinking liftoff from which Relapse never really recovers, with songs like Insane, Same Song and Dance, and Must Be the Ganja all sounding tired and phoned in. The worst moment, however, is the grating bagpipes from Baghdad, which starts with them doing what's called a culturally insensitive accent for no discernible reason.
No, dude, that's a funny ass.
Positives, the production on We Made You is kind of interesting, and that's all we've got.
They don't even say, the Beautiful. Yeah,
Beautiful is like in my top 5 for like
M songs. I know if they didn't say anything about Beautiful, that's why they think that album's so bad. That's fucking crazy.
For those reasons and a good few more, Relapse is the worst album in Eminem's discography.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
So they said nothing about Beautiful?
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, it started off hot. I knew it does. Because dude, if you didn't have Revivalized, fuck.
All right, so here's the thing. You said that once that Beautiful was better than every song on Recovery, but Recovery is still a better album than Relapse, right?
Oh, hell yeah. Recovery is a way better album than Relapse, but with me, I think You Got It Bad. I'm a big Usher fan. So 8701 had You Got It Bad. I think You Got It Bad is better than any song on Confessions.
Yeah.
Confessions had Burn, it had it had bops. But Confessions is a better album than 8701. But it takes 8701 to make Confessions. It takes Off the Wall to make Thriller. It takes this to make, you know what I mean? So it took Relapse for him to make Recovery. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why with music, when people deem it it's not good, it's not this, it's not great. It's well, this motherfucker's gonna come back and, you know what I mean? Like when they did J. Cole, Dirty, when they said Jesus was better than Born Sinner. What did he put out next? Put out 2014 Forest Hills. And that's one of his if not his greatest album. You know what I mean? So sometimes critics could just need to shut the fuck up, let people do their work, and then, you know what I mean? And let's just appreciate the art.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's where Relapse is terrible. I'm not singing up for Relapse. It is a bad album. but his worst, no, I don't think it is.
So here's the thing about Relapse. I'm a juggalo, and it's Relapse is its own thing. I know he doesn't like it. A lot of people don't like it. Me personally, I like it. So it's basically kind of like it's like a throwback to like Detroit horrorcore from the 90s with Isham and ICP and all that. Because like I was showing you Isham, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like Relapse, dude.
Relapse. The thing with Relapse I didn't mind though is like he's trying different shit. Like I think that's what I liked. Like it wasn't. He was like morphing into like all three characters into one. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like I kind of liked it because he had the shady aspect. He had this, but like he was trying to morph into like this fucking like Jason character or some shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like this psycho killer type guy. And then it was fine, but then like this article said, it was just too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like I understand how people would think it's too much, but I'm a juggalo, and therefore I like Relapse. It's sort of it's a throwback to the Wicked shit. Yeah.
It would definitely be like 11 for me though. Yeah. I don't know why I don't know why. How if he okay? What's the next one?
Revival 2017.
They need to be switched. I'm sorry.
They need to be switched. Yeah, if anything.
Like Jesus Christ!
I went back and listened to see if it was as bad as I remembered it. It's worse.
Yeah, I only like River.
I like River. I like Walk on Water. That's it.
I hate Walk on Water. Beyonce and him sound so terrible together, dude. No, I think what I liked was the cover of Zombie he did In Your Head. I liked the one about Haley Castle or a Rose. Then the one I love him and Skylar Grey. I don't think like those tragic endings. That's the one on that one, I think. But I think I would be a big fan if Em and Skylar did a whole album together.
Oh yeah,
I would for sure. But I don't think the masses would like it because like if it doesn't have like a Dre beat on it, I don't think people are gonna like it. Yeah, because I think him and Skylar make some sad songs together.
They do,
but they're so good. Like the one that was just on this recent album. What was the name of that one? Temporary. That's a fucking beautiful ass song. Skylar Grey's a fucking beautiful ass singer, man.
Oh yeah, she really is.
Beautiful voice.
What is one? All right, so I feel like the crew that he needs like permanently is Dr. Dre as a producer, DJ Green Lantern as his DJ. D12 as his band, even though Proof is gone.
He needs Royce, man. I like Royce. I like all the young guys he has around him.
Skylar Grey as a singer. Louis Resto for the piano.
I like him and Pac together, Anderson .Paak.
Yeah.
So, no, and that's the thing. Em's just trying new shit, man. He's a fucking legend. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah. It's just that, like, what sounds like, dude, when Houdini came out, I was so happy. Because it just sounded like old M. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And I think a lot of people just felt like, oh, he's back. And it wasn't like he's back in the sense of like, oh, he's going to just make that type of music. It's just that it sounded like old M. And I think people just had that, I don't want to say nostalgic feeling because it's very disrespectful to his greatness as a rapper. But it was just like, it needed to happen. You know what I mean? He needed to put out a song like Houdini for the masses to be like, oh, Eminem's back, you know, for like the casuals, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's where like I was like, okay, that shit was catchy as hell. And that's what I like about it too. The Steve Biller Band make money off that song.
Yeah.
That's why I love them a lot more than a lot of other artists too. Like M with the J's, with the Nas's, the shit they sample, they actually give the fucking people the credit.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of rappers that like that's why I like old school shit because like when they sample shit they'll give the credit to the sample. Mm-hmm. A lot of new guys don't do that shit.
Yeah.
And they just want to fucking steal the whole fucking song and it's like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know?
Yeah, I mean, you got to be creative with this sampling too. You can't just play like the song.
Right,
and
I think that's
like
where
samplers, like actual producers, they like chop up the song, right? To sample it.
Why Kanye's one of the greatest.
Yeah,
because he's so fucking good at chopping shit, and you know, I wish Em and Kanye did more shit together.
Yeah. All right, back to the list.
Yep.
All right, Revival of 2017. All but abandoning the edgier side he'd revisited on the Marshall Mathers LP2, Eminem went full hip hop for album number 9. Putting in guest appearances from Beyonce and Ed Sheeran and leveling up his production with a stadium rock sheen that made the likes of Recovery look like basement recordings.
Jesus Christ.
The result is a bloated and largely forgettable, if occasionally interesting effort, sprinkled with an overabundance of ballady fluff and a host of uninspired sample choices. Remind Me's use of Joan Jett's I Love Rock and Roll feels like something Vanilla Ice might have turned down.
Wow. That's fucked up.
All in your head, imagine it's to totally neuter Cranberries' classic Zombie. While Eminem's earnest tirades against Donald Trump and musings on police brutality and institutional racism offered some fresh lyrical perspective for him at least, the album's misguided production choices, unforgivable given the calibre of executive producers Dr. Dre and Rick Rubin, and cynical hooks left the one-time scourge of mainstream America looking lost and unfocused. The record would sell bucket loads, of course, but the arrival of Kamikaze just a year later would highlight that M took Revival's critical walloping personally.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he kind of did. Yeah. So I'm reading this biography on him, the dark story of Eminem. Basically, he wanted to impress everybody with the Revival, and that kind of led to what came out. Yeah. So I there's nothing I can say about Revival that hasn't already been said.
Agreed.
Yeah. I mean, I could say that I just think the beats are terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a good beat. I feel like beats are like half the song, I feel. Because if it's like a bad beat, it doesn't matter how good the lyrics are. Alright, number 10, Music to be Murdered By.
Oh, okay.
Surely nothing better represents the latter period troubles of Eminem's career than his decision to bring back Ed Sheeran for a second insipid collab, achieving the omnipresent king of normcore acoustic pop alongside. I love the way this guy writes.
Jesus.
Normcore acoustic pop alongside the most controversial rapper of all time once was a bit weird, but twice?
No, Ed Sheeran and M sound good together, though.
Those kind of nice to sound like a B-rate Sheeran song, flattening all of Eminem's edge out and leaving an unmemorable mulch of sonic nothingness.
Interesting.
The fact that this is fairly representative of the album as a whole says it all. Music to be Murdered By is too reliant on guests, too low energy, and too flabby to be considered anywhere near the quality demanded of Mathers.
That's the one with Godzilla, though, right?
Yeah, Godzilla.
That shit's a bop.
I'll let it go as old. Yeah. Even when it does not work, does work, like the enjoyably soulful slow jam In Too Deep, well, it's not due to M himself, but the composition and production of the song. When Black Thought and Q-Tip, MCs who are still making great music, turned up on the old school yah like it's a breath of fresh air. Slim Pickings more accurately. So, I think when it comes to hardcore, because Music to be Murdered By is hardcore themed. I think when it comes to that, I feel like the scariest stuff is like shit that really does happen. And I remember his song Darkness. That's like about the
yeah, that shit was crazy too.
Yeah, oh my god, and it's from the perspective of a real guy. ICP, they made a song called The Tower, and it's about something like that. And that's probably one of their scariest songs. And it's not even like funny scary.
No, it was fucking, yeah, no,
the beat is scary. You know what I'm saying?
Slow. I don't want to be alone in the darkness. Yes, it was fucking, that shit was real. That was good though. That one you had I like the one he did with Young M.A. Young M.A. and them sounded good together, unaccommodating.
I like the song Stepdad. I just think it's funny.
Yeah, it is a funny song. No, like, dude, it's not a bad album, but it's just, you know what I mean? It's not his best work, you know what I mean?
Yeah, not his best work. Yeah, I mean, that's that whole thing of albums, like Kamikaze and Music to Remember By, they're not the best work he's ever done, but they're definitely
better than a lot of other people's Revival. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
Well, Revival is, but.
All right, number 9, The Death of Slim Shady, which I thought was his best. I thought that was his best album since, like, the Marshall Mathers LP2, you know?
I think Kamikaze's better, but, you know.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
A concept album in which Eminem seeks to analyze...
9?
Yeah, number 9.
Okay.
Disavow and ultimately kill off his Slim Shady persona once and for all, has the markings of a fantastic, even daring piece of introspective hip-hop on paper, but the death of Slim Shady ultimately makes for a frustrating and, at times, depressing listen. And, well, I mean, if it's true that it's the last appearance of Slim Shady, that's gonna be depressing, because Slim Shady is, like,
one of his best shit. Yeah.
For us, as if Cartman were a rapper, that's amazing. Far too preoccupied with cancel culture nonsense, the PC police, and for some reason Caitlyn Jenner and Christopher Reeve Mathers often ends up sounding like a parody of himself here, wasting a chance to often offer something profound.
Nah, I think he sounded good on the album.
Have you heard the song "Somebody Save Me"?
Yeah. No, I don't even think it's
oh my
that.
God.
Like I'm thinking of other songs. I'm thinking of fucking the one he did with what's the one where he did with let me load it up because
Here's the thing about
the one he went at like too many essays. Like he didn't leave out a P and just did it.
yeah. He just did it.
Fuel with fucking what's the kid's name that he did it with? He's a good ass rapper too. Fuck,
I don't remember.
No, I'm loading it up. Run out of fuel. Let me go to the album.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
JIT. G-I-D.
J.I.D.
Yeah, that motherfucker's nice. JIT is the shit.
Yeah.
And then he did Toby was actually pretty good. That
was good. Yes.
like I love him in Big Song.
I got back spider because he maybe try. Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
No, it was a good. Yeah, I'll just keep it loading. And then Brand New Dance wasn't bad. No, like dude, I don't think the album was as bad as but like you said, like his fucking early work is so good that it's like, dude, it's 9. You know what I mean? So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, and here's the thing about like Death System Shady. He does bring stuff to the table, and the thing about him being the PC police. Eminem is a Gen Xer.
Yeah.
Do you know Gen Xers? They are the most offensive people ever. they don't care.
Yeah.
And the thing about listen. When Eminem came out, when the Marshall Mathers LP came out, he received 53 death threats from how offensive it is. There are songs on that album that couldn't be included on the clean version at all. And even then, they had to censor out words on the uncensored version that went too far. There is no official fully uncensored version of the Marshall Mathers LP.
Hell no, you can't.
So if you're gonna talk about going off on PC stuff, Eminem will be assassinated if the Marshall Mathers LP came out nowadays. I don't even think it'd be a psyop too. I think someone would be crazy, some
crazy liberal nut who fucking
I don't like Eminem. I don't really like people who we know. Women.
Sounds like someone we know. Yeah.
Yes. I don't like people who beat women.
My father was a fucking woman beater himself. Oh my god.
Yeah. This
I
is
don't like things I had to deal with.
It's like people are making
no other way of fucking expressing myself by yelling.
Years on how to stop incels. If you don't hate men and you're a woman, you have coral shoved in your frontal lobe. Yeah. All right. It's a shame because on a musical level, at least, Eminem's 12th studio album has some great stuff to offer, sprinkled as it is with brooding and genuinely menacing moments that recapture some of the darkness and danger that lay in the heart of his early work. Guilty Conscience 2 is the album's big highlight. Taut and controversial face off between Eminem and Slim Shady, it offers a stark dissection of the unhealthy reliance the former has had on the latter in maintaining his edge in a rapidly evolving rap scene. Unfortunately, taken as a whole, Death Slim Shady confirms that M's edge has long left him. Oh, it hasn't left him, buddy.
No, I don't think it left him. It's just that it's like, dude, he's a 50. It's like, dude,
he's a grandfather. Of course, he's
like, come on, dude.
Do you think people become more offensive when they're grandfathers, or do you think they?
Depends.
Yeah,
like I think person to person basis.
Yeah.
Because
like I can only imagine.
Like, dude, I'm this old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm just, dude. I have a grandkid now. And it doesn't even matter like when you hit that age. You know what I mean? It's like once you become something of someone else. Mm-hmm. Like when you're a father, like or a mother, like that's cool. But like once your kids have kids. That's where it's like, oh shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I really don't have to give a fuck. I just gotta love these little bitches,
All right, number 8, Encore.
Okay. Yeah.
Number 8, Encore. Ending a run of albums that has installed Eminem as the edgiest and most talked about voice in contemporary hip hop.
Yeah, Encore 8. Okay.
Encore absolutely has its moments, but they're few and far between compared to what came before. Just Lose It is completely ridiculous, but its danceable beats. What?
It is. No, I'm loading up the list right now.
Yeah. But its danceable beats and hilarious spark.
Oh, that Mockingbird, though.
Enough to have earned its place as a hallmark track of M's post-Slim Shady era. Yellow Brick Road, I like Yellow Brick Road, with his autobiographical analysis of its relationship with race and youth, and Like Toy Soldier settling his ongoing beef with Ja Rule are as earnest and well executed as a doubleheader as you'll find anywhere else in his discography. Mockingbird 2 remains one of M's most heartfelt and emotionally compelling compositions.
That's no 8. Damn. All right.
So when it comes to one of the reasons why Encore didn't come out too good is because a lot of the tracks were leaked to the internet. Now, you first Straight from the Lab, right?
I believe so.
All right, so Straight from the Lab, it was like a bootleg, and it came out with like a bunch of like unreleased songs and diss tracks towards Ja Rule. So I feel like if Like Toy Soldiers they were trying to settle the beef with Ja Rule, I feel like if Encore had come out in its original form, the beef would not have been settled. It probably would have been escalated.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like I feel like that would I feel like maybe that was a blessing in disguise. I mean, but I just see why a lot of people are disappointed with it, because songs like Evil Deeds, it's not very good.
I think he was trying, like, it's a good mixture of like funny and serious. Like, I think sometimes like it's either like people want one or one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was like the perfect album of like mixture of both. But like it's kind of weird to like have both, you know what I mean? Because like you have Mockingbird and We As Americans and like all these other, like you have this hard like straight to the point shit. Yeah. And you have like Just Lose It. So it's like,
yeah, and all the like hard shit is on like the deluxe edition. Like Love You Boy was on the deluxe edition. We As Americans. Yeah, but and I feel like with the silly stuff, I feel like it's not. It's just I feel like it's just stupid for the sake of being stupid. The silly stuff, like
on Encore, yeah, definitely.
with like the earlier like Slim Shady stuff, you can kind of tell there was like a.
Oh no, it's just meant, yeah. I'm just messing around with it.
Yeah. All right. That all said, there is still too much throwaway material on here. Ass Like That is rubbish before you can even get to M's dodgy attempt on a Middle Eastern accent. Mosh plods laboriously along without any real purpose or drive. I love Mosh. I bought Mosh in the gym.
Oh shit.
Yeah. While a bridge sample of Heart's Crazy on You is wasted on Crazy in Love, a mostly meandering track that sounds like it was written in 10 minutes. A disaster? Hell no. But by Encore, Eminem was already battling against his own legacy, and this is ultimately a swing and a miss.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I feel yeah, it's not his best album.
Oh.
All right, number 7, Kamikaze.
Oh wow. Okay.
Following the well-deserved critical kicking that Revival received and faced a hip-hop climate that was rapidly leaving him in the dust, Eminem decided that he'd had enough. Surprised releasing Kamikaze on an unsuspecting public in August 2018, our Marshall produced the most spiteful album of his career.
That was a good album though.
Yeah, I remember when that dropped. I was like,
yeah, I see what's
my mom
good.
was like,
No,
Ma, Eminem dropped a new album.
yeah. Dude, and fucking, I loved Lucky You with him and Joyner.
Yeah, oh, that is a banger. Oh my god.
That one was good.
Remember at my party that's album came on and like, okay, we gotta go play ping pong now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now I like with Royce. That's when he dissed MGK.
Yeah, oh yeah. MGK's a douche.
Yeah.
I heard a story about him playing at the Palladium.
Reyes is another person I think fucking needs to work with him a little more. She's talented as all hell too.
Yeah, I heard a story about MGK once. Apparently he was performing at the Palladium and he signed a 14-year-old girl's cleavage.
Oh, nice. There you go.
And
Fall's great too.
Yeah,
that's another. I fucking love that.
I was like, dude, that's not classy. Even porn stars know when to ignore their teenage fans.
Yeah, fuck that. All right, and what I like about the album too, 45 minutes on 13 songs. I think it's a quick listen.
All right, I feel like I want to punch the world in the fucking face right now. He's fiercely announced on the album opener, The Ringer, releasing a 13-track missive that took aim at everyone from music journalists to ungrateful fans to the entire mumble rap movement.
Yeah, he fucking, yeah. Tyler Create nothing. Oh my god, dude.
What do you define as mumble rap, though? That's
gibberish.
Gibberish, yeah. I feel like if it's like they're actually mumbling, because like a lot of these mumble rap guys, part of the mumble rap movement, they can actually rap.
No, like, okay, like we'll put it out there. I think Future and Migos started the shit.
Yeah,
but then they actually evolved and actually like learned to like actually pronunciate enough.
Yeah,
to where like you can understand them. But like it's like I would say it's more like of the fucking like NBA young boys and like that shit. Like
Yeah, I know.
That's the type of shit I don't really get. I don't really listen to that type of shit, me personally. But like, I just don't. But
I mean, granted, back in the SoundCloud rap days, that was when I was in high school, so I have a soft spot for it. There were mumble rap artists that I would jump out of the car if it played, like Lil Pump.
Yeah.
I fucking hate Lil Pump.
Yeah. No, like that's the shit that like would or Takashi or like shit like
6ix9ine can.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I hate Tekashi 6ix9ine.
He probably hates you too, though. Don't worry.
I don't care.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh my god, there was a lot of like shit that was just terrible, like Lil Xan.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. But there was a lot of good stuff to it. Like
there was like Juice WRLD, Triple X. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That
Lil Uzi Vert,
Pop Smoke's
Playboy Carti.
Pop Smoke's fucking mumble rap though, because that motherfucker just was. I think he was just the second coming of fucking 50.
Yeah.
If you want to be, you just want to be real. He was his own. He was his own thing, but he came out guns blazing.
Yeah.
And I think that's where like with Pop, I think he reminds me so much of a young 50, because like the motherfucker just came out with fucking guns blazing. Like first 2 albums, like 1 or 2, and then boom, you know. And it sucks he fucking had to die so young, because that motherfucker was actually talented. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The deep, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. The article goes on. Musically, Kamikaze is extremely solid, largely consisting of simple, straight to the point, beat-driven rages that shrug off the pop sheen and fanfare of revival. Save 2 songs, Epic Stones, an apologetic ballady dissection of his relationship with D12. I like that song. And Venom, a fun if somewhat throwaway tie-in to the Tom Hardy anti-hero movie. Naturally, though, it was the album's lyrics that warranted the most attention, igniting new beef with Machine Gun Kelly, Ja Rule, Drake, Die Antwoord, Lil Yachty, Joe Budden, and many, many more. His use of a homophobic slur during a swipe at Tyler, the Creator, on Fall sparked widespread condemnation, mocking Eminem as an artist who was looking increasingly out of step with the times. And fast forward, 8 years later, people say the F slur and the R slur like they did back in 2008 or 2011. Because I remember YouTubers used to say like, "Oh, that's gay. Oh, you're a homo." Usual shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So the thing about the Machine Gun Kelly beef, I remember everyone when I was in high school, everyone was like kind of blown away by that. I remember a buddy of mine in math class. He was like, we were talking. He thought that, Rap Devil was a good song, and Kill Shot was the better diss. And,
yeah, no, it was.
And as someone who's been a stan since the age of 12? 12 or 13. I can tell you that Kill Shot was nothing.
Yeah, well, no, it was nothing, but it was the better diss.
Yeah.
Like, it would just was.
Oh my god, you had not heard.
No,
Eminem just thought, was just bothered by Machine Gun Kelly. You've never heard like real hatred coming from him.
Yeah. And I don't think that's the thing. If you listen to like his Benzino fucking ones, or even, you know what I mean? Benzino fucking, oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Benzino is a bitch. Oh my god.
But he did make Coil Ray, so
yeah,
she's beautiful as well.
Coil is cute.
Yeah. And Flash. Sound about to make a mom.
Yeah, that's another thing with the SoundCloud rap artist. Trippie Redd was good, and aren't they dating? Coil Ray and Trippie Redd. I don't know.
Gives a fuck, honestly. I don't care.
Yeah. All right, now we're going way back into the days.
Yeah.
Number 6. Infinite, 1996.
I was going to say Infinite. I was going to say that just sounds like it sounded Infinite was going to get a lot more credit than it deserved, which is good.
All right. A fascinating look at what Eminem would have been without a truly great producer to bring that special talent he had to the foray. I don't know. Infinite is a fine showcase for a supremely talented MC, but there is very little of the personality, intensity, or uniqueness that would define his greatest work. Yeah, excuse me. Instead, the title track and It's Okay both go for a laid-back coffee house, Mos Def style vibe, something Mathers can do even if it's not strictly his forte. But even they work more than the sexy R&B sling of Tonight. I love Tonight, which even with that iconic vocal tone is unrecognizable as M. Infinite is certainly not a bad album. In fact, it's quite enjoyable in a throwaway 90s big beat house party soundtrack kind of way. All in all, though, it is easy to understand why it would be dwarfed by what came next. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of tell he was coming into his own vibe because, like, at the time he had this. Okay, well, maybe not at the time. I don't know when they ended, but he had this band called Soul Intent, and they were singing like New Jack Swing.
Oh shit.
This is how we do it. They had that style. Right?
Oh
I
shit.
mean, I can play you some of the tapes, but it was sort of like
But that was
not
big at
not
the
very yeah,
But it was big at the time.
Yeah,
That's the thing. Like, dude, you still had the Bobby Brown era, and like that was still so fucking big.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like, New Jack is one of my favorite fucking musics of all time too, because that's what like Gen X grew up on too. You know what I mean? So, and your girl fucking was it? Your Lily? Yeah. No,
the drug addict who hates
no,
BPD.
Take me like that type of music. Yeah.
Susie, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad. I thought you were talking about the bit because she was in the old school hip hop.
No.
Fake New Yorker.
Jesus Christ.
From upstate New York.
You're fucking wild, man.
Yeah, she's a hick from upstate New York. She's not even like Mediterranean. She's wasp hillbilly.
All right, you continue.
But yeah, something I noticed about Infinite is they're very I've noticed that the drums are good because I have it downloaded on my phone. Proof, I believe, played the drums on there, and DJ Head, I feel like took care of most of the production. Denon took care of the most of the production too. It's like a laid back album, it's chill. This is before Slim Shady. This is before.
I liked Infinite. Like the song itself was fucking pretty damn good. Just because this flow is fucking disgusting.
Yeah, and Tonight is badass. I would spit like to impress people at school. I would like spit I got miracle lyrical capability on me with the agility to escape a killer economy. I would spit that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't tell them that Eminem wrote it.
Yeah, right. They'd be like, "Oh my god."
They're like, "Oh my god, that's actually good." I'm like, "Yeah, that's
like if you spit fucking Big Pun's fucking Twins cover.
Yeah,
you're like little diddly. Like
it's like that showcases like weird, true lyrical mastery.
Not easily
prowess. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, I think Infinite is an underrated album.
No, it definitely is not. No, it should have been like top. Yeah, I would have put it at 6. Yeah.
All right, number 5, the Marshall Mathers LP2.
Oh shit. Okay, that's good.
With Recovery packing plenty of great songs, but perhaps lacking a little of the bite with which M has made his name, old school fans were excited, if a little hesitant, when it was revealed that Marshall's 8th studio album would be the sequel to the Marshall Mathers LP. Or at least, as it turned out, it kinda is. Album opener Bad Guy certainly feels like a spiritual successor to Stan. It is a sequel to Stan, like literally a sequel to Stan. But anyway,
good song. It sounds like a song you would hear in like fucking GTA too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like that's what I loved about it too. And I hate to be the bad guy. You're like, oh shit.
Well, the deranged, woman-hating tirades of So Much Better hark back to M's early days. The songs itself is essentially about his relationship with hip hop. However, the likes of Survival and Monster, the latter packing an absolute doozy of a chorus, you have another Rihanna appearance, are pure mid-career Eminem, boasting arena-friendly production and massive chart-chasing hooks. Rap God. Meanwhile, oh my god, sees Marshall as his most braggadocious, packing in so many bars in a dizzying 6 minutes that the track ended up setting a Guinness World Record. Even if some of its lyrical matter made accusations of homophobia raise their head, neither for the time nor the less. Dude, I remember, in 2013, I was like in 6th grade? I remember sitting next to this guy in my art class and not wanting to be around him because I thought he was gay. That was that was the times.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, that was the times. I know it's bad
hilarious
because I've grown up with other people who were gay.
Yeah, sophomore, yeah.
But like I'm sorry. That's just a reflection of the times. Like, it was completely acceptable to say that's gay.
This was definitely
you're a homo with the early 2010s.
This is definitely worthy of a top 5.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm so happy that they did. Legacy was used that year in WrestleMania 30 2014. They used Legacy, beautiful song. Then you remember Headlights. Headlights was on that.
Headlights made me cry.
That was a good fucking song. Then he had Beautiful Pain with Sia.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I believe I saw it deluxe.
Yeah, the deluxe album.
Yeah, and he shouted out ICP on the album, and that means that the beef is over.
Yeah, definitely.
So like, if you're bringing up old beefs, and ICP were very thankful that proof considered them ending the beef. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they go to his restaurant, they go on his radio station. You know, they like each other now. So like, God,
Dude, they're all fucking old men now, dude. Yeah, I mean, so
yeah, well, old, yeah, the old man plus, yeah,
not old, but you know what I mean, like older, like come on,
middle aged.
Yeah,
I don't know,
like Con.
They're young at heart.
Yeah.
All right. And shoot, what else is there to say?
Nothing. No, it was nothing. No, it was an incredible album. I'm just happy it's top 5. To be honest.
And that was like the first like wave of Eminem fans that came in my generation.
Yeah.
I was a fan right before that album dropped, and everyone thought I was like he was like the coolest guy ever, but they didn't know anything about him. I was like, hey, faggots, you're not true fans.
Jesus.
All right, moving on. Number 4, you're gonna like this. Recovery.
Good. All right, that's awesome.
All right, after misfiring Relapse, Eminem decided to head towards a more personal, introspective, lyrical bent. Mm-hmm. The result wasn't only one of his most candid and emotionally raw records, but one absolutely stacked with bangers like Cold Wind Blows, Talking to Myself, Not Afraid, 25 to Life boast hooks big enough to snag a killer whale.
Yeah.
Some well-executed guest appearances in the shape of Lil Wayne, Pink, and Rihanna, plus some delightfully unexpected samples taken in everything from Black Sabbath to Hathaway. Also keep Recovery diverse without feeling too sprawling. Listen, why do you think people hate Recovery?
I don't know, man. Dude, it's weird because you know what it is? I've come to realize it's the people that love Relapse that hate Recovery.
Yeah.
But the people that hate Relapse love Recovery.
Oh.
So I think it's either like you like either one of the albums. You can't you can't say like which ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think if people like Relapse, they hate Recovery. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, how the fuck do you like Relapse? You know what I mean?
Like, I like Red Juggle. You probably like Relapse. No. Sorry, Recovery. Say it. Relapse. I was right first time.
No, but Recovery. I just think Recovery is just better produced. He's not doing any of the fake fucking bullshit. It sounds like M. You know what I mean? He's talking real shit. You know what I mean? It's a mixture of like a good emotional M and good but it's not like too raw in the sense of like he's not make you fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, he just got you by the ball. When Not Afraid came out, dude, holy shit, dude. Like that shit was like that shit had a chokehold on the whole fucking world.
Yeah.
Because it needed to. Because M needed to come back strong, dude. It was like I don't think like M needed to fucking make a song like Not Afraid because that was his anthem. Oh, that was a fucking anthem for the dude until he dropped in 2013. That was the anthem, dude.
Oh yeah,
that and Love the Way You Lie.
That I know. Like they're very personal records.
Right.
This is him at his most vulnerable. You know what I'm saying?
And that's where like it's vulnerable, but it's not like in the sense of like too emotional. Like it's more about like grab your dick and fucking, you know what I mean? Like get up and do something about it rather than making you cry, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's just fucking amazing.
And yeah, there are songs that are just complete tearjerkers on there, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like Going Through Changes, tearjerker.
I fucking love
never
that.
Over
that sample.
Tearjerker.
That fucking sample's so good. 25 to Life's amazing. The whole album's good.
Yeah.
Like On Fire, like I can't even, like the worst song might be Untitled or fucking On Fire, but like, dude, those are still good songs. You know? I love him and fucking Pink together too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That shit was whoa, back down. And that was covered in one of my favorite movies at the time. It was it's a fight movie. Never Back Down.
Never Back Down. Yeah,
that shit was like the first one.
I never seen it, but
dude, that was my shit. Because those kids were in high school, but they were trained MMA fighters or training, so they like it was a legit fucking fight. So in the sense of like they were beefing in school, but they still had a sanctioned fight.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, like this is fucking awesome because like that's how kids should fucking do beefs. Don't fucking do it like let's fucking.
If you're gonna
they were training,
they
were training at the gym, and then the girl got in the middle. So like, of course they gotta fucking make it about a girl, not just fucking personal beef. No, it's one of my favorite fucking movies. That was one of my favorite movies for a while. because I loved the story of it. Because it's like I didn't tend to have many beefs, but like that's just how it should end. That's how real men fucking settle beefs.
Yeah.
Like the girl was bullshit. That was just extra. You know what I mean? The girl was with one of them. The bully. They were fucking dudes.
Yeah, love triangle. You know, typical high school shit. You know what I'm saying?
But it was such a good fucking movie. And then when that song came on, it was when the guy was kicking the bully's ass. I was like, this is fucking awesome. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
You know? But no, like, M needed that album. I think M, that, like, was his most needed album that he needed to put out because people were shitting on him for so fucking, on putting Relapse out. That was, I think that, I don't want to say his most important, but that was the one he needed to put out to make motherfuckers know that M's back. Or M is still.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's why Recovery to me matters so much, because I don't, like I said, like, dude, I don't think it's his best album, but I think that's the album that made motherfuckers know, like, he's back.
Oh, yeah.
Or he's still that motherfucking guy. You know what I mean?
But yeah, the article goes on. Lyrically, Marshall opens up on his substance abuse issues, the death of longtime friend and D12 rapper Proof, his long-standing beef with numerous contemporary rap heavyweights, in short, sorry lads, let's be mates, and his appreciation for the fans. While the earnestness of it all may have stuck in the craw of longtime M followers still gagging for mischief and mayhem, he did still manage to stir up a little bit of controversy thanks to the channeling the perspective of an abusive, violent spouse for Love the Way You Lie.
Fuck you. Like, you bitches. Like, no. Like, dude, you know who loves that song?
Who?
Women. Fuck off. Like,
I played the hoop, my sister. She loved it.
Like, bro, like, women love that song. That's women's M song.
Yeah, for sure.
They read that one, and they love fucking 25 to Life. Because of what they speak.
Yeah. Because they know what type of person they're talking about, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. So, and those are the things. Women love those songs because it's actually fucking relatable to the women.
Yes.
That's why, and like I said, Recovery is great because it wasn't just about, I'm the best rapper on the planet at the time. It wasn't about that. It wasn't about him being the best rapper or being this or being that. He didn't need that title. You know what I mean? Like some other rappers needed that at that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wayne was fucking great. I don't think Wayne needed the title either. But like, there's songs that he implemented that he was the best rapper alive at that time. 2010 was fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you had Nelly just come out with Just a Dream.
Yeah.
Like, well, Just a Dream I think might have been 08. Like, but that like 08, 09 type. Let me Google it just to be safe. But like that 08 to 2010 era, dude, like it was very underrated because you had guys who were getting told they ain't as good and they make great fucking music still.
Yeah.
And people need, and a guy like Nelly, a guy like M, guys like Wayne, they need that shit, you know?
For sure. Yeah, and he's embracing like the new generation of rappers. Like he was talking about on like, remember Talking to Myself? He's talking about
that did come out in 2010. All right, yeah, that was great.
He was talking about how he was like thinking about dissing like Kanye, Wayne.
Yeah.
Is there anything better?
Right. Yeah, the album wasn't great. I'm gonna put that out there. The 5.0 wasn't the great album, but Just a Dream was a fucking banger, dude. Like you couldn't get that song out of my fucking head.
Yeah, but yeah, it didn't distract from the fact that Eminem had pretty much perfected his stadium hip-hop formula. That is correct. Number 3. The Eminem Show.
Yeah. Well, I think we know what the top 3 are. That was a
okay.
that was a given. So
all right, if the top 3 isn't the obvious, there's a list that loses all credibility because those are like classics.
Yeah. No, I would say
untouchable.
Yeah, I think those are his 3. I don't know if I would consider Eminem Show a classic.
Oh, you don't think so?
Like it's tough because like I think he definitely has 2, maybe like 1.5. It's tough. Marshall Mathers LP is untouchable to me. Like me personally, I think that's a top 10 album of all time, like hip hop wise.
Yeah,
I can't say for Eminem Show and
Sushi LP.
I don't consider like they might be top 20. I don't know like if they could be in that top 10, top 15 era. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because like I love his work, of course. Like I'm a Stain as well, but it's just more of like, you know what I mean? But Marshall Mathers, you know, even though, all right, before we talk about it, what do they have 1 and what do they have 2?
All right,
because I really want to see
some Shady LP.
Okay, and then Marshall. Okay,
all right. Yeah, I know. Marshall Alfie is that's a no-brainer,
That's
dude.
a GOAT. Like, that's a GOAT album. That's a top 10 album of all time. We're going to look at the Eminem show. I'm looking at the list right now. This fucking album's great, dude.
All right.
Say goodbye to Hollywood.
Say goodbye.
Sing
Say
for the
goodbye to
moment.
Hollywood.
That
Sing for a Man has my favorite M verse, dude.
Yeah, this album's great.
All right, sorry guys, the Stand in Us is coming out. Back to the article.
Holy shit.
By the time his fourth album came around, M was just too big to fail. The Eminem Show topped the charts.
Yeah,
in
that's
19
not a
different
bad song on
countries.
this list.
And-
Holy shit. Gee, say what you want. My dad's gone crazy. Holy shit.
Even the songs I don't like are good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of Say What You Say.
I think me and Alex might have to talk about it because I do think the Eminem show might. Looking at it now, like, dude, it might actually be a classic because these are some of his biggest hits.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. That's his definitive album. It may not be his best album. That's his definitive album. I said, my little cousin.
No, but I'm trying to think, like, just in the sense of like his big hits. You have Without Me, you have Superman, and you have Cleaning Out My Closet, and you could arguably say like those are three of his top 10. You know what I mean? Like, well, yeah, definitely three of his top 10 hits. Till I Collapse is there. You know what I mean? That's enough.
Yo,
like,
Till I Collapse does not get enough credit. That's what a lot of people like.
A bop, dude.
That's where his like angry raps.
Yeah.
Dude, like on like Survival, he's like,
Yeah.
Right. You know, that's where it started.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, no, this is a good ass album then.
But anyway,
Wow.
all right.
Sometimes you just gotta really look at the list of the songs. Like, even Business is amazing. Square Dance is fucking fire. I'm a Soldier. Say Goodbye to Hollywood. Trips with Obi Trice.
Obi Trice. Oh yeah.
When the music's not.
Has gone crazy.
Yeah, with Haley. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that album's.
When he does the stuff with his daughter, dude.
Like, yeah, nah, this album's fucking
Could ever
great.
cause it? Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, back to the article.
Jeez, yeah, yeah, this album's fucking goated. Yeah, no, it could be a top 15, maybe not top 10, but it's up there. They'll be up there.
Yeah.
I am. I'm looking at it now. I might have to look at the Slim Shady. This might be better than Slim Shady.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely better than Slim Shady.
Really?
I think so.
So now you would think Eminem too? Eminem Show too?
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
Oh shit!
All right. The Eminem Show is at its best when it delights in prodding the establishment. See Marshall arrogantly waggling his success in the face of the pearl-clutching mob that despised him on the excellent opening track. The pearl-clutching mob, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Because, I noticed it's mostly boomers that hate him.
Yeah. Yeah, boomers hate him. Gen X loves him.
Gen X loves him. Millennials love him.
Gen Z don't fuck with him. Like
Gen Z either fuck with him and they don't. It's weird.
Yeah. I think some of them liked him after he did the song with Juice WRLD, but like that's where it's like, oh, this young guy Juice WRLD, he made it.
They like him. They at least respect him. Hopefully,
I would hope so, but
All right, and if there's anything to judge the Eminem Show harshly honest, it's that much of the record suffers from coming in the immediate aftermath to iconic albums. There are great songs, yes, but it's all maybe a little too consistently cartoonish to be considered an equal of the sky-high standards of what came just prior.
I don't even want to cartoonish. No, there's like...
Square Dance leans a little too hard into a rather played-out white trash stereotype, especially when you consider it was now being performed by multi-platinum selling superstar. What? Wait, yo.
Wait, so what? Time out. Yeah.
Time out.
Yeah.
The Eminem redefined hip-hop as for a white trash identity.
Right. So why would they...
Why would it be a problem if he's leaning into the white trash aspect of him?
Yeah.
And Square Dance, he's protesting against the government. That's not white trash.
Yeah, that's pretty... Yeah, I don't know.
All right. My Dad's Going Crazy and
Beautiful.
the big single Without Me are unquestionably huge, but both recycle ideas from the two previous albums without increasing the quality. I think Without Me is like...
I love that song,
I
too.
love Without Me. And My Dad's Gone Crazy. Haley Jade was not on the Marshall Mathers LP. She was on the Slim Shady LP when she was a baby. That song was recorded for the Slim Shady EP, and when it was released for the Slim Shady LP. So, and that was recorded when she was a baby. So, she was on the thing. All right. With the flip side is that the likes of Cleaning Out My Closet, Say Goodbye to Hollywood, and Sing for the Moment show that.
That's a fucking beautiful cover. Yeah. I think that's one of his best covers. or like
Yeah.
samples of a fucking.
Show that M could still brilliantly do pathos when the mood took him. Yeah, and listen, we got 10 minutes left on the recording.
So we're not even gonna talk about what we're doing now.
We can still talk about it, but it's just gonna be its own track. I gotta edit it and make it to where it's
Well, we edit a lot of this shit out, so
yeah, combine it into like Adobe Premiere basically.
yeah.
And also, Sing for the Moment has like my favorite verse of him. Sing for these kids who don't have the thing.
Yeah, no, that's a
for a
beautiful
dream in a
song.
fucking rap magazine, shit like that. Show that M could still brilliantly do pathos when the mood took him, Yeah, and it's like, and listen. So here's the thing about Square Dance. That was when the War on Terror happened. So, like, guys from, like, urban cities, I kind of noticed that they weren't buying into, the crap that, like, the Bush administration was pushing at the time.
Yeah,
Because
Bush was tough.
Yeah.
That was a tough era because I think genuinely when he got voted in 2000, well, allegedly, I don't know, man. Like, dude, like, I just think Al Gore would have been a terrible fucking president, though. I'll be real. So, because he was serial. I'm super serial. I'm super serial. But
Right.
no,
call Manfred Pegasus.
but I think I'll throw this out there. If Al Gore became president, we would have been probably more fucked with spending more money on climate change shit.
Probably.
And I think we would have wasted a lot of money because I'll be honest, I don't think it's not that climate change ain't real. It's just that spending money on it won't do shit when you have countries like China, India, and all these other fucking high polluting fucking places.
Yeah.
So I think we can do as much as Americans, we could do as much as possible. But all these other fucking countries are fucking ruining it. And you went out.
For sure.
And that's why we have to, like, stop doing fucking world shit because no one else gives a fuck. So, like, that's what you know what I mean? Like, Japan, with all the nuclear shit that happened, you know what I mean? Well, we dropped fucking 2 bombs on them. So, like, that's a big reason. But then the nuclear plants, fucking all this shit, you know what I mean? Like, all that shit's just getting washed up into the fucking Pacific and coming to Cali, dude. You know what I mean? So, like, there's nothing we're going to fucking do, I'm not saying don't do nothing, but don't make it virtuous to do something. And I think that's the problem I have.
They're making themselves the martyr. That's the thing.
I think that's what climate change I hate. Just with a lot of shit, man. Like, dude, like what we're going to be talking about. That's why I get mad with the shit about what we're going to be talking about shortly.
We're going to be talking about shortly. You're going to see my real rage, guys.
Like, it's just the virtue signaling of all this bullshit that is like, dude, like, you're not better than the fucking stupid. Like, dude, it's so dumb. And
all right.
I think, well, let's get back to
number 2, because we only got 7 minutes left on this track.
It was these were God given that they were going to be the top 2.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't think we have to say much. I think,
All right. The number 2, Slim Shady LP, an album that dropped like a nuclear bomb on the music scene upon arrival in 1999. Decades later, the Slim Shady LP still doesn't sound like anything else. Marshall's exploration of his race, social standing, and general frustration as a broke single father evoke a phenomenally diverse set of emotions. Sometimes it's funny, often it's moving, and almost all the time it's jaw-droppingly shocking. Song for song is remarkably consistent and varied. My Name Is remains the fine example of Eminem at his most OTT and cartoonish. Guilty Conscience is a fantastically original idea, executed perfectly, albeit with some distressingly violent imagery. 97 Bonnie and Clyde is demented, showing in sweet and equal measures. Just Don't Give a Fuck is wonderfully unhinged. Still Don't Give a Fuck is like the most defiant song ever. I love it. All of it is tied with a spectacular production job by the genius of Dr. Dre, who accentuates the dizzying flows and flights of fancy of the record's lead character. But make no mistake, Slim Shady is the star here, a true original of his era. Well, maybe not original because like that was what kind of what was in at the moment, like South Park and Attitude Era, shit like that. The flow, tone, cadence, and lyrical passages he displays on his record, stunning the hip hop community and way beyond. No wonder it turned him into a superstar. Slim Shady LP is a game-changing classic, but pales in comparison to the next album.
It does, yeah. I really look at it.
LP 2000. It's a Slim Shady LP. And turn Eminem's into both a star and magnet for controversy, then nothing could have prepared anyone for just how far Mathers would push it on the follow-up. The Marshall Mathers LP stripped away much of the OTT nudge-wink shtick of his previous album and fueled by the condescension he inspired, ratcheted up the feelings of real anger and threat. open or kill you is unbelievably offensive by today's standards.
Oh my god.
Mather's seemingly doubling down, determining to hit as many nerves as he can with the opening 4 minutes of his album. But any accusations of mere button pushing are wildly missing the mark here. M consistently turns the mirror back upon a society attempting to demonize him. Who knew? The Way I Am and Criminal all furiously point out the hypocrisy of middle America, despising his art while tolerating the very worst aspects of politicians, religious figures, and the media system.
Yep.
There is real power in those particular songs, but the true segment of the Marshall Mathers LP is to balance his moments with anthems like The Real Slim Shady and I'm Back. The diversity is key to stopping the record from becoming too intense, because not everything on the Marshall Mathers LP can be explained away as easily. Stan was a huge hit against all the odds and is surely the ugliest and most violent #1 single in history. But even that pales in comparison to the truly horrifying Kim, a murder ballad fantasy so nauseatingly vicious that it's hard to fathom exactly how anyone could even attempt something similar today.
She's crazy, yeah. Oh my god.
The scariest part is it's scary because shit like that really does happen.
Yeah.
That's what's so scary about it. Unquestionably, this record is a tough lesson, but experiencing your more compass swinging so wildly throughout the Marshall Mathers LP is one of the things that make Eminem the album so unique, so special, so singular, and Eminem's definitive musical statement. Anything you want to add?
Nah, let's go to the top 10 album of all time.
Oh my god!
Wait.
Yeah, this. It's not even a question. It's probably my favorite album of all time.
Yeah. No, it's up there for sure. I think it's definitely, I would say, like, if you had to enter top 5, it might be 5.
For sure. All right, guys, we're going to take a break.
Quick
break.
We're going to
talk about these fascist fucks.
Yeah. Well, what you think is fascist, yeah?
Conform or else.
Huh?
Conform or else.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Well.
All right, we're back. I don't know. This is kind of a weird transition, but now we're going to be talking about ice. So,
we're not talking about vanilla ice.
Vanilla ice. No, we're talking about these the Gestapo ice. You know.
Nah.
All right. New video show. So basically, listen. After the look. Say what you will about Obama and Biden and all, you know, Bush or whatever. When they were in charge, ICE wasn't pulling crap like this. You know, and they actually had some credibility. Like,
well, ICE had this guy that leads ICE got a fucking medal during the Obama administration.
Yeah, and
so it's like, I think there's the core problems. There's 3 core issues with me that I have with ICE. The media.
Yeah.
They just want to make people, it's a psyop, dude. I really do think this is a psyop. It's not the fact that you shouldn't. The problem with the media is they're not giving you the full-fledged, all the information. They're making you think emotionally. And then at the end of the day, the real issue that I have when it comes down to it is, yes, they're killing civilians. They have killed civilians. But we are getting saved by these guys so much more by putting away a lot of these illegal fucking criminals than these 2 fucking civilians getting killed. So their havoc is only happening in one city because of the radical people there. You're not hearing about it in Texas. You're not hearing about it in all these other spots where ICE is way more prevalent. But why would ICE be more prevalent? Why would ICE is more prevalent in the border towns and border cities and border states? Why isn't that shit happening there?
Probably because we're not hearing about it. I mean, why they were in Worcester, and they're not. You don't really see the media. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Worcester, you know what I'm saying?
But you know why?
Why?
Fuck around and find out. I'm sorry. I'm not saying they should have the authority to do what they're doing, but don't be a fucking idiot. I think so.
Here's the thing about fuck around and find out. I agree. You shouldn't be. You can't just, if you get pulled over, you can't just tell the cop to back off.
But they're not cops. That's the problem. The real issue that
they're not. Yeah, exactly. They're not cops.
They're not. They don't have the problem with ICE, and when it really comes down to it, is they don't really have, me personally, I don't think they should have the jurisdiction to act like what they're acting. But at the same time, they're there for a reason. They are there to look for fucking people that they need to fucking put away. But the problem is these fucking woke white fucking people. It's not fucking just women. It's not like, it's these woke white people who have nothing to do better than fucking just fucking regurgitate and fucking do all this crazy shit that they've been doing since fucking 2020, dude. Like, I'll be honest, man. It's the same old fucking song and dance.
Well, all right. Well, how many illegals have they got actually, like, deported in Minneapolis? That's what I want to know.
Well, with the fucking fraud situation, who gives a fuck? Like, that's the thing. Like, dude, they're not gonna fucking report that because they just want to make you fucking miserable and think about this other bullshit. That's the, like, if it all comes down to being a psyop, they're not gonna fucking tell you the numbers because that's the media's fault. And the main issue that we're at, the main issue with the media is, like I said, it's the facts.
Yeah.
They're gonna fucking, you know.
Yeah, and here's the thing about the facts. So with the what was that lady's name?
Reagan Good.
Reagan Good. Yeah, she was.
And then
they told her to leave, but
don't. And this is why, like I said,
and she was.
No one should have been it. Fucking kid. They overstepped. They overstepped the boundary by fucking 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
Not saying, you know what I mean? 2 civilians are dead. Fucking brutal. But shit is wild now. You know what I mean? Because we have two white, liberal, pretty progressive people who just got fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
I would be more upset if they killed fucking, if it was like a George Floyd situation, in the sense of they're killing migrants or they're killing the illegals. I'd be more upset then.
Illegals die in their camps. That's
that's the camps, though. I'm talking about when they get fucking detained. If they were getting detained and then getting killed right away, it'd be different.
Yeah, that's group and shit. So that's like Einsatzgruppen and shit.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that would be worse to me because that would be they're not truly doing their job.
Yeah.
Because these protesters are just, they're not even protesters anymore, dude. They're just fucking, like, woke fucking retards just trying to fucking cause chaos, dude.
Yeah, and here's the thing. So I saw the video of Alex Preddy. He was... So, I mean, yeah, like, you shouldn't, like, fuck around and find out. But what do you consider fucking around and finding out? Because he was trying to save... No. He was trying to save a woman.
There's no need for 5 of them to do what they did. I agree with the whole rhetoric of the fact that you, like, dude, like, if it's one-on-one, you don't need 3 people to fucking reprehend the fucking, you know what I mean? You don't need 5, you know what I mean? It should just have been, these situations should have just been one-on-one people.
Yeah.
Because one-on-one is better. But if it escalates to that point where you need people, that's where you get the calls in. You know what I mean? Like, it should have just been proper procedures. But like I said, they're not cops, dude. They're not cops. They're not cops.
That's the problem.
They're not. Personally, I think I'll be honest, dude. They send the worst to the worst places, bro.
Yeah.
They send the worst ICE agents to the worst chaos to make it more of a psyop.
Yes.
To make it worse.
Yes.
If you actually sent, like, dude, like, if you sent actual border patrol agents who actually know how to do their fucking job and they get 20 to 25 fucking illegal people every day,
mm-hmm.
and they just are peaceful and they actually do their fucking job, you send them to Minnesota, they're not going to fucking act like that. They're not. Even if they get to a fucking state of where these fucking crazy bastards fucking do some crazy shit, they're not going to do that. Because at the end of the day, they're properly fucking trained.
Yeah.
Me personally, I think Border Patrol agents are way better than ICE. You know what I mean? Because I just think that's just how you have to do it. Like, that's why I don't do it. Because I feel fucking, I would have way too much compassion. I couldn't see. And then let's step on this real quick about the 5-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
The 5-year-old's father was the one that was going to get fucking detained.
Yeah.
But he left. He's the one that left the fucking 5-year-old unattended. What is ICE going to do, bro? Leave a fucking kid? Well, how much of a fucking monster do you have to be to actually think that like the kid should have just been left alone. Like, come on, bro. Like, how much of a fucking monster do you have to be to like just
Talking about the kid with the blue hat, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
How much of a monster do you have to be to like actually just fucking sit there and think like I should have just left the kid alone because of a fucking wrong action of the fucking parent? Like, that's fucking asinine, dude. And that took just a quick Google search. But that's why it comes back to the media. Media is making this worse than it needs to be. And it's the people. When it comes down to the people, that's number 2. People are making it worse than it needs to be. Because, like I said, if they were detaining migrants or detaining illegals and killing the illegals, I'd be more pissed off. Because that's the job of the fucking person. But they're just killing fucking woke, progressive protesters. I'm not saying it should be bad. Like, dude, like, it's still fucked up. They're killing people. But at the end of the day, like, these are so fucking coerced. Like that's the main issue. What do you guess number 3 is? What do you think number 3 is?
Number 3.
What's the big third issue in all this?
Well, all right. So, listen. So I remember during the George Floyd stuff, there was people were calling it bullshit. Like this one TV journalist, she wrote this whole book, basically exposing all the lies in it. Their lie, Liz Collins, I think her name is. Mm-hmm. And the thing about that is, believe all the bullshit. Believe everything about the George Floyd protest was bullshit. You know, he really did die of an overdose. Derek Chauvin really was allowed to do that. You know, BLM is this corrupt, you know, Marxist organization or whatever.
Yeah.
Proven corrupt or whatever. And is that going to change the fact that there needs to be a change?
No, of course not. No, I agree with
exactly.
No, but these things, like, dude, Minnesota's been fucked up ever since fucking 2019, dude. This is always the same fucking saying, dude, they're just so fucking psyoped into this shit, man. It's these, and dude, like, it's not a place where it's like, dude, it's like, it's our fucking temperature right now. These motherfuckers are doing this shit in negative 20 degree weather, dude.
Yeah, it's the Midwest.
No, but this is fucking, it's retarded. Why the fuck am I protesting in negative 20 degree weather, dude? Like, I don't, like, it's, you have all the right, bro. But it's just getting to a point of, this is why it's a psyop, man. This is why it's all, I don't want to say bullshit. It's just because it's not bullshit. It's American, dude. Mm-hmm. It's American as fuck. What's going on? We're built on tyranny, man.
Yeah.
We were built on this shit. Just like when fucking people, January 6th. Who the fuck, what happened in Boston a little while back ago? What did we do with the tea? What the fuck did we fight?
Tyranny.
We fought tyranny.
Yeah.
It's built on tyranny.
Yeah.
So anything that happens tyrannical from the people is what the fuck we're supposed to be doing. I'm sorry. January 6th, this, for George Floyd, it's all meant to be fucking tyrannical.
Here's something to think about. There were 5 people killed on January 6th. None of them were law enforcement.
No.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we were built on tyranny. We're built on these fucking underlying conditions. So whatever's happening now is what's, I don't want to say it's supposed to be happening, but it's all fucking, it's a psyop to make you believe that this shit is happening all throughout the fucking country when it's not.
Yeah.
And that's my other main issue. That was the other main issue. It's such a singular fucking thing happening right now. People think it's happening in Texas. It's happening it's happening here. No. Well, New York is New York. You're going to fucking just protest whatever the fuck they're told to protest. Like, oh, ICE. Protest ICE. Protest Palestine. Protest Venezuela. When Venezuelans are fucking dancing in the street when this motherfucker got captured. Like, dude, they're just fucking the loony bastards who just fucking listen and be told what to do. There's enough critical thinkers in this fucking country. Like I tell you all the time, it's 25, 25, 50. 50% of this country is pretty fucking critical thinker. You know what I mean? The critical thinkers who like to vote based on the actual fucking policies of the fucking politician or the person. Then 25 crazy left, 25 crazy right. That's how it really is. They don't fucking believe that 50-50 bullshit. That's done, dude.
Yeah,
that's been done for so long. That's been done since fucking, dude, honestly, since Obama's second term, dude.
Yeah.
Like, because everybody, like, dude, like, Romney, I'm not saying Romney was the better candidate. I think he was the better option than McCain was in '08. McCain was just older, you know what I mean? So Romney was, like, dude, he ran Massachusetts, fine, you know what I mean? Massachusetts wasn't the shithole it was when Romney was fucking governor, you know what I mean? Even when Baker was around, dude. Charlie Baker was the shit. Shit wasn't fucking so goddamn expensive yet, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's an expensive state because of the cost of living and the modern, you know what I mean? Dude, we have fucking educated people. We're supposed to be fucking making all this money, you know what I mean? Like when 3 out of 4 people have a fucking bachelor's degree, of course you're supposed to have some fucking money in your state.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, with this fucking bitch Maura Healey, dude, brutal. You know why the electric bills are so bad, right? Because she closed the pipelines. When you close the pipelines, gas and oil go up. So when gas and oil go up, why the fuck do you think your electric bill is so fucking more expensive? And there's a monopoly in this fucking state with National Grid. All comes down to this bullshit, man. So when I tend to just believe a lot of shit is just there to divide and conquer, and they don't really give a fuck about you. Perfect example with Maura Healey and they just want you to fucking be in debt, dude.
Yeah.
They want you to fucking be 3 months behind on your fucking rent, 3 months behind on your fucking shit. But then they're gonna bring these motherfuckers here and give them free shit. No, fuck you. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm not saying people shouldn't come in. I want the best of the best. But the free shit gotta stop, bro. They gotta try to assimilate, bro. And I think that's where we have this we have to have this dialogue, man. I'm sorry. Like, we really need to, because this shit about everybody needs to come here, everybody needs to do this, everybody needs to do that. No. Immigration isn't a God-given right, bro.
It's not.
It's not. Talk about your mother. So, dude, like, that's what I'm saying. These Vietnamese people have fucking assimilated.
Yeah, they have.
Koreans have assimilated. Indians assimilate. Fucking why?
Yeah.
Like, why do all these other Southeast Asian countries, the Europeans, even fucking Western Africans fucking assimilate better than these motherfucking Somalians in fucking Minnesota, bro? They just do.
They do.
So at the end of the day, like, dude, like, you gotta be able to assimilate.
In Arab countries, they just don't assimilate. That's the reason why.
Muslims don't assimilate and fucking Somalians don't assimilate.
Yeah.
And some parts. I'm not saying some parts, but some parts. That's why me personally, I think if you are from Latin America, I think you just got to be in the South, bro. Me sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, it's dependent, because I think like Central Americans assimilate the best. Me personally, I really think that Central Americans are the fucking backbone of this fucking country.
Oh yeah,
because they get lumped in with Mexicans, but they're not the same. They're not. They're really not. They're really not. They're so different, man. And then South Americans, it's just truly dependent, you know? So the Central Americans get fucking lumped with Mexicans, and then they get treated like, dude, like, look at what El Salvador did, man. If you haven't been keeping up with El Salvador in the last, 5 years, bro.
Every single, MS-13 member is, in prison for life.
Right. And they should be.
Yeah, but those guys are like animals.
But that's why we used to be like that. We used to. The problem with America right now, with all this prison shit, is we use it as free slave labor.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Dude, if we got rid of everybody that fucking was connected to weed, we'd be half of the population of fucking what we need to be.
Yeah.
And we'd still have more fucking prisoners than fucking half of these other.
The reason why there's so many people in prison for weed is because it's another form of racism, and because they make money off how many prisoners are in prison. You know, it's for-profit prisons. The more prisoners they have, the more money they get.
Right. And then why they do all this other shit, man.
Like 2 million people incarcerated in the United States. That is the population of Arkansas.
I'll say this right now. Democrats make policies to get you in prison, but then the Republicans make the money off you.
Yes.
They're working together on that shit. So don't make it seem like Democrats are making you live fucking a little larger and all this other shit. They're working together to put your ass there. Well, Democrats make, like, and especially bigger cities. Democrats are making it easier for you to fucking get a gun. Democrats are, like, they have the strict gun laws, but then you got to go to a fucking right state. I know because, dude, like, the people I know from Southside, Chicago,
They're the ones who make it so that unqualified people become judges.
But that's what I'm saying. They go to fucking, but if I live in Chicago, I could go to Indiana. I could fucking go to Iowa. I could go to these fucking states that have fucking free, like, I could get a fucking gun, no problem. Like, that's why no strict gun law policies are fucking stupid. I think guns should be open carry throughout every fucking 50 state if you have your fucking thing.
Yeah.
If you have a gun license throughout the whole country, it should be legal. Because at the end of the day, like, there's some things that should be federal.
What do you think of the Black Panthers making a comeback?
That's fake as fuck.
You think so?
No, even the daughter of the founder was fucking like, don't use our name. Because the it's fake because they're supporting illegals. Black Panthers were meant to support black people. They're not meant to support anything else. I'm sorry.
So here's the thing about the Black Panthers. When they were in Oakland, they would patrol the neighborhoods, and they would make sure that cops would not, like, beat up a black guy unnecessarily.
Right.
I mean, they weren't interfering with the cops doing their jobs. They were just making sure that the cops weren't doing anything that they were
Don't do fucking unnecessary roughness.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't do unnecessary roughness.
I feel like that's
unnecessary bullshit.
I feel like that's the same idea with what's going on because
agreed.
ICE is doing all this unnecessary bullshit.
It's not necessary, but it's fucking it's not warranted. But I think a lot of these fucking woke people haven't been punched in the fucking face, and I think I think a lot of these motherfuckers just need to get knocked the fuck out and get told to shut the fuck up. Me personally, just because I don't think a lot of these guys really live in the fucking real world. They live in this fucking fantasy bullshit world. You know what I mean?
All right. But yeah, so I have 2 articles. Hopefully we'll have enough time. We have 40 minutes left.
No, we're not going deep into this, man.
We're not going deep into this.
It boils us up, man, because dude, we agree on a lot of shit. It's not even different, but in different ways, man.
So, all right. So, this article is written by the Associated Press. This kind of goes back into, like, personal responsibility. Mm-hmm. I think it's I think it's more on the responsibility of the law enforcement, if anything, because it's.
Oh, I agree with you.
Anything, because one of my best friends is a cop,
mm-hmm.
and he probably hates ICE more than we do.
So, talking Ricardo, right?
Ricardo, yes.
Yeah, no, what does he do? He's at TSA, right?
He's at Homeland Security up in Boston, floating airport, and he has worked with ICE, and he tells me that none of them he has never met one that is qualified to be a cop.
Yeah,
and he said that there's certain, like, law enforcement agencies that
don't require you to actually fucking.
It's like he says that the worst guys, the guys that really do cause problems, are the guys who basically think of Batman. It would be just like, I am the first line of defense. Without me, this whole department will fall apart.
Okay, how about this? This is the main reason why ICE agents are failing us, because those are the type of guys that would be arrested for impersonating a cop.
Yes.
That you could just be blatant. Like, that's where we're at. We don't board, bro. I'll be real. If it gets to a point that you just need to send the National Guard on protesters, bro, I'd rather do that, man. Stop fucking with people's lives and shit. Like, I think ICE should just be fucking, like, I want ICE to die. Like, I don't think ICE is needed in the sense of, like, what they are been doing now. I think it should be correlated with Border Patrol. Like, I think it should just be at high spots. But the problem is, like I said, it's a psyop to make us forget about this fucking Somali fraud. So that's why, another main reason why they're doing it. Because it's a fucking deflection of, why the fuck is all this fraud happening? And there's so much fraud happening everywhere because of this fucking bullshit, but we don't want to talk about it,
All right. But yeah, this is the article. This goes back to what you're saying about responsibility being on the on the people.
Yeah, that's the design.
Because like back during the civil rights movement, the people were kind of knowing when not to overstep.
No.
So, all right. New videos show Alex Preddy's scuffle with federal officers in Minneapolis 11 days before this death. So they had beef with him already. I remember, like, when I was in high school, we were watching a Netflix documentary on the civil rights movement, and they were training the protesters, like, not to ignore and walk away from, like, crackers who were heckling them, basically. So, I think if you're gonna, like, do something to piss off a law enforcement officer, you're asking for trouble.
Right.
Like, because
and what we're coming back to, if they're not fucking properly trained.
Yeah, they're not properly trained.
What do you think is going to happen? They're going to be emotional. They're going to do this.
Yeah.
They're going to do that.
The guy, what's his name? The fat fuck, Jonathan Good. The reason why he shot that lady is because, like, he was...
But he had a prior incident in July.
Yeah.
He had a prior incident in July that he got fucking dragged 39 fucking feet by a fucking car.
That's hilarious.
It's hilarious, but it's fucked up. And why would you think he would fucking react like that? There's fucking reasons why people react the way they do when they have... That's a fucking traumatic experience, brother. I'm not gonna fucking say, like...
His wife, his first wife also left him for a woman, and she was a lesbian, so it was like...
No, I think... That situation, yes, you can make fun of, you can laugh, but dude, like, that's a fucking warranted response if I just dealt with that fucking only 5 months ago, you know what I mean? Like... Jesus Christ, man.
Like, Washington AP. It's by Michael Bisecker and Jesse Bedane. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. All right, Alex Preddy was forcibly taken to the ground by federal immigration agents after kicking out the taillight of the vehicle during a Minneapolis protest 11 days before he was shot and killed by Border Patrol officers. Video that emerged Wednesday.
Okay, so they said Border Patrol officers he was killed by? He wasn't killed by ICE? Or were they working together?
I mean, technically, Border Patrol ain't as a border killed by. Are they the same? Okay, what is the Border Patrol officer doing? And
they shouldn't be the same correlation because ICE would be. Let's look that up because I just don't want to say that and be wrong. But ICE and Border Patrol should be different.
Yeah, if they're not different, that's kind of a problem because
I think that's why.
All right.
Yeah, because it's Immigration and Customs Enforcement. That's what it is. So it says ICE maintains domestic offices throughout the United States and detachments of major diplomatic missions overseas. ICE personnel, special agents, and officers do not patrol American borders. Rather than the role is performed by the Border Patrol.
Yeah, okay.
So Border Patrol would be around the American borders. But then ICE personnel would be more of are increasing. Okay. So it's saying that ICE and other agencies had deployed hundreds to, LA, Chicago. So they're taking part. So Border Patrol agents are increasing operation with ICE. It's just because, but they are a little different.
All right. The article goes on. January 13th scuffle was captured in a pair of videos that show Preddy shouting an expletive at the federal officers and struggling with them. His winter coat comes off when he's on the ground and he either breaks free or the officers let him go and he scurries away. When he turns his back to the camera, what appears to be a handgun is visible in his waistband. At no point do the video show
okay, I got a better
for the gun, and it is unclear whether the federal agents saw it. What's up?
No, I got a better breakdown of it. So, ICE focuses on interior enforcement, investigation, and deporting individuals, while Border Patrol secures the physical borders and the ports of entry. So, Border Patrol would be more Texas, Arizona, California border.
All right.
And then both are part of Department of Homeland Security. So, they both fall under the Department of Homeland Security. But recent deployment have seen Border Patrol operations further inland, blurring the traditional distinctions, especially in interior enforcements. Okay, so yeah. So ICE would be technically, like, I would say, like, they would be more like FBI, technically, of, like, the DHS. They're the ones, like, going in, detaining people, doing all this shit. Border Patrol would be, like, the physical actions of actually patrolling the border.
Oh, yeah.
Which makes sense, you know what I mean? So I do think the actions and what are required of ICE are very technical and they have to be sound, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the motherfuckers you got on the ground are retarded.
Yeah, I know. So a lot of people,
Like, Jesus.
so here's the thing with, like, police states. They hire, so what the Nazis did was they hired, like, criminals for, like, the SA, and they made them pledge allegiance to Hitler.
Yeah.
Not Germany, not the Nazi Party,
Yeah.
Hitler. And it evolved into the SS. Yeah. And, and they were responsible for for the most deaths in, like, Eastern Europe, more than the camps. So they would have, so people were scared of them because they were unpredictable, like the retards they hire.
Yeah.
And in Pol Pot's Cambodia, like half of the foot soldiers were under the age of 15. Like you see, like 12-year-old girls, they would be looking for a reason to kill somebody. Because they were easier to manipulate. And also they were unpredictable because, like, you could get killed for, like, not having enough dirt on your hands. Like, I remember in that movie The Killing Fields, like, there's this, like, 14-year-old girl, she, like, looked at somebody's hands, and she just decided that by looking at that guy's hands that he needed to die.
Damn.
So that's the type of thing that's going on with ICE. So that's one of the things that have a police state. Because what the South Vietnamese police did was if they found out
I think that's where I think we have a little disagreement.
What?
I don't think it's a police state, man. I don't think it's gotten that bad to be considered one of those things. Like me personally, just because
was reminiscent of a police state.
Even actions of it, but like I said, it's all because they're trying to make you think like that. I don't think it's because, dude, it's tough, man. I just don't want to see this country go down a level of that. I don't. I'm not saying it's not as warrants of it, as flashes of it, but, dude, it's hard for man. It's fucking hard for me, man. Because I really just want to be compassionate. I want to do this. I want to do that. But these motherfuckers got to get out, bro. I'm sorry. Like, dude,
you can get them out, but without shooting innocent people in the street.
But it's the people's fault. It's the people's fault because, like I just said, these fucking migrants are getting killed. It's white liberals that are getting killed. So these are the fucking issues that it's not the fact that, dude, that's where I think we're having not the disagreement, but we're having the dialogue of this because it does take. We as a country have to realize, well, not even as a country, a lot of these motherfucking people are just like over the shit because it is getting to a point of it's a psyop, it's a divide and conquer tactic, it's this and this and this. It's only happening in Minnesota because you have radicalized fucking people. You know what I mean? So once these protests go down, you're not going to hear about it, dude. You're just not. Sorry. So at the end of the day, it's just going to turn into something else. It's either going to go back to the fraud, it's either go back to something else, or it's going to be a whole new fucking thing. Because now they're going to fucking want to kill trannies or some shit. Or it's going to go to the fucking LGBT. It's going to go back to Black Lives Matter. It's going to go back to something because Minneapolis is such a fucking shithole. It's going to just fucking be a fucking whole thing. Until Tim Walsh is out of governor. And then until this fucking motherfucker. I don't know, man. Like, dude, it's just been fucking so terrible for the last 7 fucking years that there's nothing to me is going to fucking change about Minneapolis in itself. So I think it's getting to a point to where everything's just fucking ridiculous and it's just over fucking blown by proportion.
All right, so here's the thing in the article. It says a lawyer says new videos don't excuse a shooting. If a lawyer,
Of course not.
So Steve Schleicher, a Minneapolis-based attorney representing Freddie's parents, said the earlier altercation in no way justified the officers fatally shooting Freddie on Saturday. A week before Alex was gunned down on the street, despite posing no threat to anyone, he was violently assaulted by a group of ICE agents. Schleicher said in a written statement, nothing that happened a full week before could possibly have justified Alex's killing at the hands of ICE on January 24th. And I saw the video. So basically, in that video,
I see the video.
yeah, like, okay, so
Of course.
so I know they have beef with him, but I think there's a part of it because let's be honest, these people that they're hiring are retards.
So I agree.
Retards. So there you go. So listen, during the civil rights movement, yeah, I know I'm arguing this back to the civil rights movement, but I idolized the civil rights movement.
Yeah.
I idolized the Black Power movement.
Yes. There's an actual fucking real movement.
Actually, they're real movement.
It actually made amendments. Actually made the fucking people actually realize what shit is.
So here's the thing about like what was going on. So when a lot of people think that white Southerners are the most racist people ever, but here's the thing about the truth about white Southerners. A lot of them were actually okay with integration. They just couldn't be open about it. You know why they couldn't be open about it? Same reason my mom had to pretend to be talking about a book when talking to a journalist about how things really were in Vietnam because you didn't know who the Ku Klux Klan, the secret police were. So basically, the Ku Klux Klan were the secret police. Now, we're not to the point where we have a secret police. We're criticizing the government right now on this podcast. I'm not scared of getting sued or even arrested by dipshit ICE agents, and even so like
because you have that's not their jurisdiction.
Yeah, it's not
their jurisdiction to fucking override and do what they're not going to go for civilians.
It's nobody's jurisdiction. But however, and I remember when, I've said this before. Nobody hates white people more than white people.
Yeah, of course.
So when people were coming down to the civil rights to help people with civil rights, like the white people were coming down.
Yeah.
The crackers, who were like racist dipshits, like basically like the ICE agents, were fucking killing the white civil rights workers. You know why it killed the white civil rights workers? It hurt their ego to see a white guy helping a black guy.
Yeah, because they're ignorant.
Yeah,
and ignorance is bliss. Because when it all comes down to it, dude, this is ignorant on so many levels because we just can't have we don't have the common ground and the common decency to talk like we're talking.
Yeah,
because there's so many wrongs in this fucking thing, and there's not enough rights. So at the end of the day, 2 things, 3 things could be right at once.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that's the situation we're in. But everybody wants to talk about one thing at one given time. And you can't, because this is, like I tell you all the time, we try to treat complex situations like they're not complex. This is a very complex situation because this requires you to actually critically think.
Yeah.
It requires you to actually think about shit. Don't be emotional about this. I'm sorry, like, you can't. You have to critically think about this shit because at the end of the day, they just want you to be fucking emotional.
Yeah.
And if you want to be the emotional, stubborn, I don't want to say ignorant because it's not ignorant to think that people shouldn't be gunned down. Fucking, of course not. Especially your own civilians in your own fucking country. But at the end of the day, we have to have this critical fucking talk because things won't be better if we do not actually talk about shit.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if you're just, fuck guys, fuck this, fuck that, nah, it gets nothing done. It's all fucking bullshit.
I know.
It's all talk.
It's
all talk.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Be about shit. Don't post a fucking black square. Don't suck a black dick. Don't fucking... No, I'm being dead ass, dude. Like, just don't fucking don't do stupid shit like that. Be about it.
Remember when
Go to the fucking soup kitchen. Fucking help out people. Do something. That's what I mean.
Yes.
But it's all fucking fraudulent bullshit in Minneapolis, bro. Till Walsh, and I'm calling it.
Give the homeless guy some food.
Dude, at the end of the day. Or like, if you want to fucking really be about this life, help a motherfucking illegal.
Yeah.
Or help somebody
Help someone get their papers.
Help someone get their papers. Help do this. Get them the job. Fucking get them a W-2. Get them a fucking social security. Like, get them, dude. At the end of the day. But if you're just going to fucking talk, fuck off.
Yeah.
That's why, like, dude, we're still in a free country, right?
Yeah.
You can fucking be a helpful motherfucker.
Yeah.
Dude, it takes time for shit to fucking be legalized, man.
Yeah.
It does. Fucking sucks, man. You know how many fucking people we worked with that might have been fucking illegal, but they fucking bust their ass and they do their fucking shit.
Yeah, no.
Why do you think they fucking don't like fucking... It's not that they hate ICE because of what's happening. They hate the fucking illegals too. Yeah. Because they're fucking doing dumb shit. And it takes a real fucking conversation to happen. It takes this. Dude, it's two white liberals who died, but how many fucking of these fucking these 16 to fucking 12-year-old girls got fucking killed by these motherfuckers? A lot more. Let's have this conversation. Let's be real. You know what I mean? Takes two to dude, there's reasons why this shit's happening, man. Because of the 20 million, dude, you let in way too much, man.
And they let him in just to spite Trump. That's the thing.
And you can't, because just to spite someone, and you're allowing, and there's no fucking what's the word? No fucking where you check them, where you do
vetting.
No vetting. Are you serious?
Yeah.
The fucking southern border.
Yeah,
when there's still some level of MS-13, when there's still some level of this, when there's still fucking Chinese motherfuckers that come through who might be fucking connected to the Chinese mafia.
The triads.
Or the triad, that's what I'm trying to say, man.
Yeah.
You just don't fucking know. Why the fuck would you take the chances?
Yeah.
And that, God forbid, they're gonna fly anyway. You know what I mean? That's the thing with borders. That's the thing with the border and the illegal immigration. That most of the illegal immigration in this country just comes down to overstaying your visa, and you overstay your visa.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it comes down to. I truly don't believe that it takes a fucking village to do what the fucking jobs of the Border Patrol agents are doing, because I technically think, if you're really thinking about the border, there's too many cities close enough in Mexico and the United States that should have been just one city. Look at El Paso. Look at all these other fucking places, Texas and California. Dude, look at San Diego and Tijuana, bro. You know what I mean? Those are the types of cities that probably could have just been one city.
Yeah.
But they're not. And it's just, it takes a village, and it takes real conversations to fucking happen. But this is a very complex situation, and people just want to make it seem like two people died and fuck ICE. No, you have to have these conversations. We have to really have a complex way of thinking about this shit. You know what I mean? But I don't really think people want to have these conversations.
Right. So, if you ever want to find the truth about something, you follow the money. I just pulled up an article.
Yeah.
Written on January 20th. It's by Lisa Mascaro on the Associated Press. Mm-hmm. Trump's ICE force is sweeping America. Billions in his tax and spending cuts bill are paying for it. So, all right, Washington AP. A ballooning immigration and customs enforcement budget. Hiring bonuses of $50,000. Swelling ranks of ICE officers to 22,000, and expanding national force bigger than most police departments in America. President Donald Trump promised the largest mass deportation operation in U.S. history, but achieving his goal wouldn't have been possible without funding from the big tax and spending cuts bill passed by Republicans in Congress, and it's fueling unprecedented immigration enforcement actions in cities like Minneapolis and beyond. The GOP's big bill is supercharging ICE, one budget expert said, and in ways that America may not fully realize, and that have only just begun. I just don't think people have a sense of the scale. So Bobby Keegan, Senior Director of the Federal Budget Policy at the Center for American Progress and a former advisor to the Biden administration's Office of Management and Budget. So this guy was like an advisor to the president, so he knows what he's talking about. We're looking at ICE in a way we've never seen before, he said. I was talking about this before. See,
they are spending a lot of money on that shit.
No, they have credibility.
Yeah.
They weren't giving retarded wife beaters $50,000 bonuses. Right. They were training their agents properly. Right. They weren't shooting people in the fucking street, but right. That's listen, that's what South Vietnamese cops used to do. You want to talk about tyranny? If they even suspected that you were Viet Cong, they would blow your head off right there. So Trump's big bill creates massive law enforcement force. As the Republican president marks his first year of his second term, the immigration enforcement and removal operation has been a cornerstone of his domestic and foreign policy agenda is rapidly transforming into something else, a national law enforcement presence with billions upon billions of dollars in new spending from U.S. taxpayers. The shooting death of Renee Good in Minneapolis showed the alarming reach of the new federalized force, sparking unrelenting protests against the military-styled officers seen going door to door and to find and detain immigrants. Amid the outpouring of opposition, Trump revived threats to invoke the Insurrection Act to quell the demonstrations, and the U.S. Army has 1,500 soldiers ready to deploy. But Trump's own public approval rating on immigration, one of his signature issues, has slipped since he took office, according to an AP NORC poll. Understandable. Yeah. Public sentiment is everything, said Representative Nadia Velazquez, Democratic, New York, at a press conference at the Capitol with lawmakers supporting legislation to impeach Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. Americans, she said, are upset at what they are seeing. They didn't sign on for this, she said. Okay, so I'm going to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. So I was originally going to vote for Robert F. Kennedy Jr., but he went to Trump. So, and
no, we both voted for Trump. Like,
okay, I voted for Trump.
Yeah. I regret it. Voted for Trump. That we voted for different reasons. I voted because at the end of the day, we needed the economy back. We needed a country of where I could see my nephew and I could see my future kids and I could see my grandkids fucking prosper. We needed that. I think Biden was just fucking too much. I don't like liberal policies as much as I like conservative policies. I just don't anymore. We needed a swift kick in the ass. But I think he got bought out by Israel. And I think that's the main fucking issue with Trump now is the first term, he wasn't bought by Israel yet. He wasn't bought out. Now he got bought out by fucking Netanyahu, and now Israel owns us. So this is just another fucking way of getting fucked over.
And he kisses Israel's ass big time.
I think
that's probably why he gets away with though. But
it's worse than any other fucking sitting president since 2000, dude.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's kissed the thing, but, like, he's fucking, like, pulling out chairs for Netanyahu and fucking doing all this bullshit. And, like, let's just be real, man. They fucking Mossad agents and all this other shit are infiltrating our shit. They're sending us back. And it's blackmail, dude.
Yeah, I know.
It all comes down to that. Like, arguably, you could say the Epstein files aren't released because of Trump's name and all this other shit. I don't think, me personally, yeah, they have a lot of pictures together, but, like, dude, you know what, like, and I'll be real, dude, you always knew Trump was a fucking sarcastic piece of shit. Like, we known this motherfucker our whole lives, dude. Like, come on, man. Let's be real. Like, we know what the fuck he is. Like,
everyone in New York saw his bullshit because they knew he was gangster.
Yeah. So, like, and I wanted that. Like, we need a fucking gangsta-ass president, you know? And his first term was a little, like, I think the media fucked it up. I do think he had a good first term. Media was very spiteful and fucking very much like,
and that made people not trust the media. You know, they were looking for any opportunity to dog on Trump.
TDS now is fucking brutal, dude. Like, you can't even, like, the TDS is fucking terrible, dude. Trump derangement system is fucking real, but it's so fucking maddening right now that it's worse than the first term.
The Daily Show, here's the thing about the Daily Show. They do condone, like, both sides.
Yeah.
There's more the right.
No. Like, when Jon Stewart came back, man, because I like Jon Stewart. Trevor Noah did his thing, but Jon Stewart has the balls to actually speak up about shit he actually cares about.
Yes.
And one of the things that I think they did that Trump wanted done in New York was the fact that, dude, you go to the Freedom Tower in New York, and you go to the memorial of 9/11, there's no fucking U.S. flags there, bro.
I noticed that, yeah.
Why the fuck don't you you don't represent, like, dude, like, there's no representation of actual true Americanism in this country anymore.
Yeah.
Because they make you out to be a bigot. They make you out to be fucking racist. They make you out to be fucking, like, no. Like, dude, like, why can't I love this fucking country?
So, this is something after the sector.
I'm going to just yell that out. MAGA's dead. He sides with Israel. MAGA's dead. If you're still part of the MAGA, you fucking You're dumb.
Yeah, you're dumb.
Sorry, like,
I trust the Groypers more than I trust MAGA.
You know, like, if you're still like, you know, I don't think, like, I'll be real, like, I don't think anybody is gonna be warranted in 2028. I'm probably not voting. Like, I'm gonna just be blunt, because if it comes down to like JD Vance versus fucking Newsom, like, I'm not doing this shit. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, I'm just not, dude. Like, unless like there's some unless Jesse Ventura runs as like some third party motherfucker for president,
That'd be so awesome if he ran.
I would fucking vote for his ass, because like
He's a governor of Minnesota.
he's a governor of Minnesota. He's a real motherfucking war veteran. He understands shit, dude. He knows this fucking shit is all bullshit. It's all psyop bullshit to make you fucking believe. Like, dude, like, it's not left versus right. They're all fucking, like I just said, left puts the policies to make you fucking do stupid shit, but then the bright fucking profit on the fucking printing writers.
They profit off. Okay, yes, you're absolutely right.
Because
thank you.
Because at the end of the day, the left is just making it fucking free for all, and they make you do fucking stupid shit. They're gonna fucking be, But then you have dumb motherfuckers like Don. Oh, I don't even want to bring it up, but that pissed me the fuck off. You signed that video with Don Lemon with those motherfuckers that went inside the church.
I heard about that. I don't know much about it.
Dude, you want to talk about those motherfuckers better be in jail, dude, because they fucked up, because they went into a fucking place of fucking worship, and they're like fucking going straight up in their people's faces, like, you're part of the problem. Why are you not fucking protesting? And like, yeah. And
Okay, go to the mega church, dude. They're the ones who probably
why didn't you go? But why didn't you go to a synagogue, or why didn't you go to a fucking mosque, bitch?
Yes,
because Christians are over fucking valued in this country, man.
Yeah, I know. It's like
We don't have.
I've noticed something I noticed about like people who are anti-religion. They're always criticizing Christianity.
Yeah.
Not Islam, not Judaism,
Jesus
not
loves you
Buddhism,
regardless.
not Hinduism, not Sikhism, not
Jesus loves you regardless.
Taoism, not
Jesus loves you regardless. Let's leave it there, because at the end of the day, we're not a Christian. If we don't take back our Christian values in this country, we're fucked. I'll be blunt. Like, dude, like, I don't care that, like, me personally, I don't care that whites are going to be the fucking minority. I just want to have some fucking culture, and I want to be able to have some fucking structure.
Yeah.
I'll be blunt. We need the right people to be fucking we need the right type of people to be the majority. If it's going to be Somalians and Muslims there, I'm scared.
Yeah, I know, because like
We're going to be blunt and honest. We don't need that.
White Muslims don't trust Muslims.
Right. Like, dude, like, I'd rather have, like, dude, like, if it's Indians and fucking Chinese and, like, that's cool, bro. That's cool.
Dude, our uncle is Muslim. He doesn't trust fucking Muslims.
Right. Because at the end of the day, like, dude, like, it's just, they're going to try to get Sharia law here, bro.
Yeah, and
Look at Dearborn, Michigan, bro.
Listen, Sharia law is banned in half of the Muslim countries, and in a lot of these countries, if they have Sharia law, it's like a region by region thing. Like, yeah, Iran, Saudi Arabia.
Iran in the 70s was fucking...
Syria.
Bro, Iran was beautiful in the 70s.
Yeah, I know.
And you had fucking INC fucking bitches left and right. Fucking pointing fingers and asses.
Yeah,
It was a ski resort. Like, dude, you had fucking everything. Yeah, what happens? Sharia law. And why they're... Dude, women were fucking cultured.
Yeah, I know.
Women were able to fucking walk free in dresses that women... Yeah, and that's kill it, bro.
If you go outside without a scarf, you're gonna you're gonna get shot in the street.
We're not here to criticize. We're just here to fucking speak the truth.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, a lot of that shit, I don't want to be a Muslim country. I don't want to be a Jewish. Well, we are a Jewish country because we're fucking bought by fucking. We're a Zionist country. We're not a Jewish country. We're a Zionist country.
Most Jews are not Zionists.
I know.
I'm sorry. Most Zionists are not Jews. Did you know that?
That's the problem. They fucking hide behind the fake fucking
Synagogue.
Yes. Doesn't fucking Eastern European. They're fucking all Ukraine or Polish. Yeah. So at the end of the day, that's the fucking issue. That's a whole nother issue. But it all correlates into this bullshit because who runs the media? Those fucks. Yeah. So everything correlates. Everything is related. Don't make it seem like everything's not. This is a big. I'll just be blunt. It's a psyop by everybody to fucking make you fucking emotional and just make you not think about critical things, man. It's a very, yeah. It's a very critical thing that what's happening right now, but don't make it seem like these motherfuckers can't be. No, man, stop.
And they're getting military equipment. So something I noticed about the previous like death squads, like the SS, the Khmer Rouge, they didn't have military style equipment. I mean, they had tanks and they had all that, like the Gestapo. When they first started out, they were just dipshits.
Yeah.
And they evolved into like a paramilitary unit.
Mm-hmm.
And ICE are not real cops.
No.
ICE are not real military. You know what they are? Paramilitary.
Yeah.
So
you just said, like, they're under the Department of Homeland Security. Homeland Security should just be meaning do your fucking job.
Yeah, I know. So you have these dipshits who don't have proper training. Again, one of the reasons why we have a police brutality problem in general is because cops are not trained properly on how to deal with.
And the good trades cops aren't. Some of them are just there for a paycheck after fucking 20 years, man. Like, I'm just being blunt.
I know. Eventually, it becomes just a job, you know?
It's just another job, then, and that's where it fucking sucks, because at the end of the day, I still don't believe they get paid enough, man. That should be a job you start off fucking 150, 175, bro. I'm sorry. But you have to have the fucking proper qualifications to me. I think you have to at least have a fucking bachelor's in sociology and psychology. Fucking some level of that, dude, because it face on crazy.
So 10,000 high salary. There's $29.85 billion and 1 million annual deportations. So 10,000 ICE hiring. So I just thought of this. They have a quota they got to meet.
Yeah.
So the most bombed country in history is not Ukraine, not Gaza, not Laos, sorry, it is Laos. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And
what was that again?
So
the math,
29.85 billion.
85?
Yes.
Billion?
Yes. And so
damn.
This quotas they gotta meet. You know what? So when they were flying bombs over Laos, they couldn't come back with any bombs. So you're
telling me that $29 billion?
Yes. So they would come back.
Divide that by, so what would be divide that by 10,000? Because you said 10,000?
Yeah. 10,000 ICE hirings. Yes.
So divided by 10.
Trump spending
that does mean in that case, if we're just strictly talking about the budget compared to the new hirings, that's $2,985,000 million.
Yeah. So
$2,985,000.
So yeah, these are quotas that they gotta meet. And you want to know one of the reasons why Laos was the most bombed countries in the world?
Why?
Pilots couldn't come back with any bombs. So they were just dropping bombs out of the airplane because they weren't allowed to have bombs back in their airplanes when they came back from the bombing missions. And this was all secret. The CIA did bomb Laos and Cambodia in secret. So therefore, they're just trying to fill up a quota, and that's how, and that's how, you know, people go to jail for weed. That's how people hire on people who are not qualified for the job because they have quotas to fill. So if you have, and they're just hot. So if you have like these death squads going into our cities, you know, trying to, you know, looking for illegals who are not criminals, who haven't committed a crime, they probably just don't have their papers yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's like a process. It took my mom like 13 years to become a citizen of the United States. I think, as a matter of fact, I think she didn't become a citizen until after I was born.
Oh wow.
So like, and listen, if a lot of people say, well, if you don't have beef with ICE, you shouldn't have anything a problem, dude. Look, I believe my own eyes. The reason why they beat him to the ground like that is because their ego was bruised because he was trying to help a woman that they were beating. It was like, do you think wife beaters are gonna respect men more? They probably hate men more because they're trying to protect the woman that they beat. You know what I'm saying? So it's you have these guys who are, you know, pieces of shit, and the reason why people are scared of them is because they're unpredictable. What if you and I did something that we didn't realize that pissed off the wrong ICE agent? And listen, I'm brown. Well, okay, maybe I don't look brown. I'm yellow.
You yeller. How about that?
Yeller. Yeah, yeller. Look, your family's Puerto Rican. My family's Vietnamese. We're immigrants. All right. So
we're of the country.
well, okay. Well, we're not fully like white Anglo-Saxon Protestants. So let's just say that they're gonna look. They might look for an excuse. And if you say this doesn't happen in law enforcement, you're insulting my intelligence. They're gonna look for any excuse to start a problem with us, and they're gonna find any loophole to fuck with us out of spite. You have to, you know, they're gonna. And keep in mind, these guys are if listen, I don't know if Trump can't run again. He's gonna do anything. He's just going crazy because he knows he's not gonna get another chance to do this. So if you, I have a point. I'm losing my train of thought here.
Oh, you good, man.
So these guys answer only to Trump, so they only care about Trump. Like Jonathan Good, has he been charged with anything? Let's look. Has Jonathan Ross, excuse me. Good is the name of the girl that got killed. I'm sorry. Yeah, he hasn't been charged with anything. He's under investigation, but he hasn't been charged. I mean, as a matter of fact, who shot Alex Pretty? Yeah, we don't know the names of the guys who shot him. That's even worse, because they all wear masks. Look, the Gestapo didn't fucking wear masks. Anything you want to add? We have literally 20 seconds left. Anything you want to add?
Yeah, fuck ICE, but be thoughtful in how you want to represent that fuck ICE thought. How about that?
All right, thank you. All right, guys, thank you for listening to us. Sorry if this was a little bit rambly, but fuck ICE. All right, see you, brothers.